had a really tough week this week on iRacing. I just saw the races I had. I was just crashing out basically in all of them. High incident points, almost got disqualified. Yeah, real disaster week for me. So I kind of put a little compilation together of a few of the incidents, not all of them, because there's a lot more than this. So I'll roll that for you now.
Right side, clear right. On your right.
Really like.
Hold your line. Clear left. Come on, track limit.
Okay, driver as well. So.
Stop driving into people. They'll disqualify us if we do it again. No, Mark. Track limits. Come on. Incident in Kemmel. It looks like Lee. No. There's an incident in. Clear left.
That was just a small sample size of what really happened, to be honest. But I said I'd show you a little bit of what went on. So then I decided to do a GT4 race in the Falcon Car Challenge at Spa, which I know some people probably wouldn't think is the best for safety rating. But my logic was I'd start at the back, let all the carnage happen in front of me, and hopefully I won't lose too much I rating and just stay out of all the trouble. So this is the race I'm going to show you today. I hope you enjoy it.
Catch up to car number 26.
All right, I forgot to mention that this is a watch along.
You need to catch up to the guy ahead. All right, Mark, are you ready? Watch for the lights.
In my intro, because this was recorded at a time where my son was in the same room gaming. Green. And with him roaring and shouting in the background, it would make for a great video. So kind of as I mentioned in my intro, this is complete safety rating, so I have absolutely no issue with the guys taking off into the distance. It's kind of what I want, in fact, to give myself time to adjust if any crashes happen. See, there's a few guys bumping into each other already ahead.
The guy ahead is Da Costa, car number 25. Nice start. There's an incident in La Source. We think it might be Hensley. There's an incident in Kemmel. It looks like it's Jonathan, Colin, and Alan. Yellow flag.
As you've seen in my clip, I had one other race here, and it was the exact same thing happened. That was the Falcon Sports Car Challenge, but same idea, same area, just a massive wreck. So this is essentially what I wanted to happen, because I didn't want to lose like nearly 100 I rating or anything like that. So I was just hoping that something like that would happen, and then I'll just...
in Lecombe. It looks like John. Right,
then I'll just race safe from there.
Hensley, car number 24, A license. There's an incident in turn 9. We think it might be Christian and Chevalier. Yellow flag, watch out.
So another guy is off there. And this Magnus in front of me has a meatball as well. So at the moment I'm already up 12 places for the back of the grid, which is nuts. But I kind of thought something like that would happen, which is why I picked this for safety, or a safety rate race, which I know was a bit of a risk.
Okay, Mark, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
I also only bought the Mercedes this week as well, so I kind of wanted to use it again. That was another reason why I decided to pick this race. But like the way I was approaching this was I wasn't going to really push, try and not get 1Xs, and also if anyone's racing close to me, just let them have it. Don't even try. Like
car right.
Darius here beside me.
Clear right.
I was making sure he was clear before I even turned in there.
Hey, that should not even be my fault. Spot.
So like my safety rate was almost, I think it was 2 points.
This is good. Keep banging out them lap times. 17th place.
I don't know, it was 2.7 or something. Or sorry, not 2.7, 2.07. And I didn't want to drop down into like the 1.5 range.
Okay, Mark. The next car is Simon, car number 10, D license.
Like I only play a handful of races a week. And I did not want to be having to grind for ages to get my iRating back above 2. Or not my iRating, sorry, safety rate. And unfortunately, this is such a tough week now that I've left myself with having to publish this as my video for YouTube because I just had no good races. But hopefully you guys can learn something.
B16, ahead is increasing. It's now 3.0 seconds.
Not in terms of race pace, but in terms of gaining safety rating.
The gap behind is now 3.6.
I was hoping to try and be kind of consistent in the 2:32s was my aim. Like my best is 2:30 something, not 2:30 point something. If I'm trying to push it a bit, that's the quickest I got around here. I know there's guys doing 2:28s and 2:29s, but I haven't been able to do that.
Okay, Mark, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Since I was taking it easy.
229.48.
Yeah, see 2:29 there. Since I was taking it easy, I knew it would be more, so I was hoping to get 2:32s, but let's see how that goes for me.
The gap to Simon ahead is increasing. It's now 4.8 seconds.
So as you can see, I went from like when I started on the grid, I was losing close to 100 iRating, and now I'm only losing 8 as per the iOverlay. Up 13 spaces. And there I go, get myself an off track.
Gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Like an idiot, considering I was trying to get a clean race.
Give back the time gained.
Or trying to have a clean race, I should say. It is very easy to get off tracks through a rouge, to be fair, but still.
The car in front of us is Hensley, car number 24, A license.
I got the Pro iOverlay now as well, so I was able to put on telemetry, as you can see in the middle of the screen there. So anyone that's kind of quicker than me, or has any advice of how to get quicker, please do let me know in the comments. I know I have a lot of work to do with my braking and that.
That's a new fastest lap for Yank, 228.68.
Yeah, see, like Yannick there, 228. I know, like around corners, many corners, I can grab a few tenths here or there, but I really don't know where I can get 2.5 seconds from my best time, like, you know. And that is obviously just down to my skill level, my braking, acceleration, and that kind of thing.
Christian is reeling you in. The gap's now 2.9. They're quicker than us entering Les Combes.
So you see Christian's hitting the 230s, kind of like what my as I said, my PB would be. But me taking it carefully, he's just catching up with me. Bit better through a rouge there.
P17.
And a bit deep into that corner. I know to push and get those fast times in Spa, you really have to use the full track, be right in the limits, risk getting 1Xs and everything like that. Corner back there, corner number 10, it's a little bit of a tricky one as well to get right, get the time right, I find. As is this one. I have to say though, after getting the Mercedes this week, I really like the way it feels to drive. Feels like it's easier to drive than some of the other cars I've raced.
Okay, Mark, there'll be chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left.
You see Christian is caught up now right behind me. So I'm quite happy just to let him pass, not looking to fight anyone.
Ahead is increasing. It's now 5.0. We're halfway home. Fuel looks okay. That lap was a 2:32.67.
I just make it easy for him.
That's your quick car right. Clear right.
So there I managed to get the 2:32. That's the kind of time I was hoping to kind of be consistent at in this race. Because I didn't want to like be so safe that I was going to fall all the way back, even with all the guys that kind of crashed behind me. And I don't know how Christian didn't get a slowdown there, but anyway. Like at this point I know that I'm gonna, like, it's only Tiago's the only guy that has any hope of catching me. And I'm not gonna lose 30 seconds when I'm racing so safely.
The driver in front of us is Christian, car number 22, D license.
What do you guys do for safety rating if you're trying to get a bit of that back? Like, I'm not the biggest fan of when you have to do it, but I know some guys are quite happy to, or maybe not happy to, but they're willing to drop down to the 1.5 levels. They know they just work their way back up. Just for me, it just doesn't suit the amount of playtime I have to do that. I want to make sure every week I'm having some races where I'm focusing on finishing as high as I can and not having to worry about safety rating too often. So this week I decided to just bite the bullet in this race after a tough week, get it back to somewhere where I'm not going to get demoted after one race, and then just kind of see where it goes from there.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
You can see, but with my slow pace, Tiago is, I'm actually pulling away from Tiago, so he's not much of a threat at this point.
19th. All right, Mark. The next car is Doria, car number 27. D license.
If you could survive the kind of first lap carnage in this particular race, I'd say it's somewhere you could farm a bit of iRacing, because even in my other race where I showed you the clip earlier on where I crashed out of, I went to the pit, got towed to the pit, had about 6.5 minutes of damage, and so it's probably close to 10 minutes in the pit, but I waited, went back out, finished the race, and finished in a position that kind of, I think I got in around 0 iRacing, maybe +1 or -1, after being in the pit for 10 minutes. That was the Falcon Tire Sports car challenge, you know, with the multi-class. So it's a longer race, but still it just shows you. I made a mistake here, another off track, which is fairly stupid considering my goals for this race.
Keep it nice and tidy.
Because despite my bad week, the my I rating,
Fastest lap for Yank, 228.63.
my I rating didn't take too bad a hit. Like, it is down from what it was, but not massively. Because the Mazda MX-5 Cup was a disaster for crashes in the races I was in this week. So that wasn't much of an option for a safety rating buff, and as well, it's very easy to lose a big chunk of I rating in the Mazdas, I think. See,
16th place. One more lap to go.
Jim did it for me there, but I was about to say I'm up to 16th now. Just from coasting around the track. 5 seconds off the pace, like, you know. Like, I was obviously the split that was kind of high-ish for me because I was car number 28. I think that's out of 28, so. But that just really helped me being able to start at the back. So then even with all the guys that didn't qualify like myself, I was at the very back. So that was ideal, really, that happened for me. If that hadn't happened, I'd say I would have started in the pit. Almost went wide there again, but that time I wasn't putting the foot down on the accelerator. It was fairly careless of me to even get 2 instant points, to be honest, in this race. Like, I know Rouge is hard, but I could have just lifted. Matthew ahead of me was only just about staying ahead. Like, you know, I definitely would have finished. If I'd done this race properly and survived, I definitely would have had a decent finish and probably got a good chunk of I rating. I just wasn't risking getting a big safety rating hit. It was more track times. That doesn't hurt anyone, you know?
P16, there's the finish. Good drive.
So he says P16, but I think I might have actually finished 15. Verify that in the results, but I think it was 15 after. But what I do here is I just do another lap off the track, just to get more corners in, help the safety rating boost. So I'll skip ahead now and we'll look at some of the crashes. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the crashes. This is just the start of the race with me driving like an old granny at the very back. But I'll skip through now to the actual crashes. So this is up ahead of Rouge where the chaos happened. So this is obviously the start of it. So he went off, back on the track, across the track, took another guy out. You can hear what happened afterwards behind. So let's have a look at that. So I'll just skip back to this guy who was kind of more deep in it. See some of this, the two of them that spun out. He got hit in the back, spun across, went across the track. Look at that absolute carnage. Crazy. And I don't know if that always happens there, but both races I had that happened there. So here's a look at other incidents now. Spin out. A few people spun out of that corner, it seems. Here's another one. Oh god, he's way too hot in there. Did he clip him? Might have. Okay, hitting the back. Going wide into the sand. What's gonna happen here? Oh god. Oh, is he gonna hit someone? No, they did well to dodge him. That was a mess. Right, and that's it. Let's look at the results. So this was split number 5 out of 10, and the strength of field was 1425. And so, as per my goal, I managed to get a decent bit of safety rating of 0.12. So it brings me into more of a safer range where I won't get down to the 1.5s after a bad race. And I also managed to get in 5 iRacing, which isn't too bad considering the way I was racing, the kind of safe approach I took. So you can see me here. So I was car 28. Started in 30th and finished in 15th. So I went up 15 places without really trying, to be honest. My best lap was a 2:32. You can see the guy's ahead of me, so he's a 2:33. So I would have been a bit quicker than him if I had tried. And then these guys all here are probably similarly paced to me, except for obviously these guys who managed to break into the 229s, 228s. So Yannick had a great race, fair play to him, 99. iRacing gain. And the two boys on the bottom had big losses with 90, losing 90 each. So yeah, like I know it was safe, wasn't too much, but it's still fun. Still getting practice in the car, time in the track and all that. But that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed.